All right, here we go. Into Vivi. Vivi really wants their big bodies, so I'm going to take second away from him, I think. I mean, this is an okay-ish hand, but man, I'd really like to see a carrot and like a searcher, maybe. Even just having the 4-cost blocker would be pretty good. That's a much better hand. We got rewarded. We are going into Vivi though. It looks like they are going to start with a top 4 search. Vivi from EBO 3 is going to be an interesting matchup. Okay, we're just going to start with our nice little search. Ooh, this is going to be really good on this particular hand. We're going to have to take that immediately. Sad I lose that. Turn everything just the way we had it, and then we will pass. They don't have a lot to do on 3 usually. I don't see our 4 though. Do they choose to use this? Probably not. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Play the second searcher. Having that much search power is really good. Okay, they choose not to even attack us, which is a little odd. Not seeing Zoe here is going to be unfortunate, but what do you do? They've got everything they have is KO based, but 5 they shouldn't have much. We're just going to punch in at 7, I think. Man, I should have put 1 here and just attacked that. Yeah, we'll punch it. I wasn't thinking there. I should have put 1 Dawn on this, punch that, and punch leader, or let them give me a card. But I just didn't. That's okay. This is going to be interesting, though, because not seeing stage does make this harder. Vivi's effect also only can protect 4 or mores. Okay, so they got the 5 for the Nami. Unfortunate for them, they didn't see the Vivi that can cheat out the Nami. We will be able to rest this and freeze it. So I'm curious if they attack with it, just knowing that I can rest. But we'll see. Not a lot of people play into Carrot, so I don't know how the matchup really goes. And I'm curious to see if they know. To be fair, this is a matchup you don't see very often. They set everything to the bottom of the deck with their search. We're gonna go... I should probably get out of this. We're gonna aggressively counter out because they're swinging for such little numbers. That doesn't really help me. That's always getting rested. And then just gonna deploy this, freeze that, attack in. Go a little wide on our board here, play this next turn. Hopefully they don't have a KO, but they're likely to be honest with you. Yeah, they just take. It's fine by me. I'd love to see a Zhao, though. Especially because we're going to be at 8 next turn. Oh, there's the Nefeltari Vivi. They missed it last turn. So this is going to play a 5 or less Straw Hat or Alabasta out of their hand. And then they can't play characters during this turn. Ah, there she is. Good news is it's only a 5, and I can just heat the whole board. I could freeze everything. Gives us rush, of course. I don't know why you would... No, you just got to minus something. It's fine. We're going to take the hit. You're always going to take one hit either way. They were just poking us for such little numbers out the gate that I didn't feel like giving them. Perfect. Okay, here's where it's probably going to get bad for them, because I'm going to start poking their whole board, and they do have the ability to give me one card at a time. But I don't know what they're going to do about it. The nice part is all the 5s are not going to be a problem. They're not going to be able to do the blocker ability. That's always going down. Let's go... Attack your 6, do your 4. See, I'm going to go 5. I'm actually going to put 2 Dawn here, I think. We're going to deploy this. We'll freeze that. Don't want you to get any ideas that I'm going to let you do anything. What's the most optimal way to get cards? How many cards are you going to give me? I'm going to try and get a lot of them out of you this turn. You want to save it? No. It says, no, I don't want to save it. Just gonna eat your hand as fast and as hard as I can. Yep. And poke your leader on top of it. You're gonna probably take that if I had to guess, because you are gonna be low on resources. Cool. Now, we don't have a ton of counter in hand, which is unfortunate, but we do have this nice 0 cost, so whatever it takes to get us there. We may lose the carrot, though, which would be very unfortunate. You can have my searcher. Whatever makes you happy. They're 9, though, so they're not onto their 10 cost yet. This should be, like... This should be a Ben Beckman, really. No. Plays another Nami. Gotta fully load up on your leader? What are you gonna do here? Clearly not seeing like a good curve or just playing a different type of build. Although this looks pretty typical. Searchers, 5s, 6s, the whole 9 yards. Sent cards to bottom of deck, so they didn't like them. They're still sitting at 6 cards in hand. We'll definitely develop this next turn. Ooh, we're going to attack with this. Can I defend this reasonably? I don't want to give you 2 cards. Okay. This isn't likely to come up after this, so what do we want to do here? Let's deploy this. I'm gonna go for a quick search, see what we find. Nothing insanely good. Not even a good 2K. Take this. It won't matter. We won't get that far back around. So let's see. We need to save 5, so I can have 4 more Dawn. I want to leave 1 up, so 3 Dawn. Six. I'm gonna poke at this Nami the whole time. We're gonna reduce your hand count as fast as we can. But this is always getting frozen. He gave me a 2K, so he's likely to have more. 5. Plus we're gonna have to leave 1 up for Ellie Claw, 1's down, that's 6. I'd like to put 2 Dawn somewhere else. Yeah. Let's just go 1. No reason to overcommit, just because they got leader ability. I'm just gonna tax their hand. I'm so healthy right now. And our boards are almost even, but they're just gonna keep getting frozen. And I'm fine if they block even. They let it go. Ooh, that's unfortunate for you. They're running out of counter. There it is. Oh, another carrot. That's pretty funny. Man, what do we leave? Probably just drop this. We don't have anything else we can do, so we're just gonna pass. They'll get 1 attack this turn. That's fine. Now we do have a blocker. They did finally make it to 10 though, so here's where it's gonna get kinda dicey, but they're low on counter. Yeah, there's the Pop Shanks. Kills a carrot, of course. Rest, give this rush. Gonna try and eat my board. I'll probably have to just give up a blocker. Yep. Another Elaclaw. So we're just gonna develop this. Let's attack this and freeze that. See if they're willing to give me a card over it. To be honest, I could almost probably kill them here, but we're not worried about that yet. This is worth getting the card. Yep. Cool. All right, now we're going to go 5, 6, 7, so that leaves me 3. But I want to leave 1 up for at least one of these. I might even want to leave 2 up, so I might even just go 6 at them. So we're just going to go 5. They're so low. I should have just probably tried to kill them, but like that's fine. Not here. Let's do this. I wouldn't want you to think you could do anything with it. There you go. We'll kill him next turn. They're gonna need something wild to get out of this. We have 4 life. And surprisingly, we end up with 8k counter in hand. They're going to be so low on cards unless they play like exactly Kaido, the 10 cost 12k. But that really just gives them an attacker and drops a card in. So they're still going to be on 3 cards, no blockers. Right now they need like double blockers to get out of anything. You know you were always getting that. I was never going to do anything but give you my little 2-cost blocker out of that. Your giant 12k attack. I think I got you beat here, guy. Being able to just pin your whole mid board, and in fact, the fact that we missed Zoe is really wild. And we're still doing just fine. We only ever took that 1 life in the beginning. There it is. That's exactly what they need. Draw 3. It's gonna. You need all counter. All of it's got to be counter. The whole thing. And you gotta pray I don't top deck my own carrot. If I top deck my 8-cost carrot, oof, it's gonna be like bad for you. Because it's just gonna be cards at that point. Send cards to top a deck. They finally decided they like whatever they have. Probably found like a Roger or something. What are you doing? Sure. Well, okay. We'll rest that one. Don't want to... If by some miracle they live. Okay, so let's see. We just got to make sure we can hit them twice. Don't need to do that heavy. 6, 7... Like 9. Yeah. 9. Freeze that. You need something special. I don't know what it's gonna be. I will create 2 dead cards in my hand though if I commit all of my Dawn in, which could get kind of scary. Yep. Block it. You gonna give me a card? I would. Yeah. Don't give me cards. Okay. Give me some cards. I think I got you on card math now. Yeah, 2, 1. Yep. All right, now we just go. What, 8, 8? Yeah, 8's fine. If it's an event, it's an event. There's nothing I can do about it. But I want to know now. Nine. Got an event? They do have an event. 9? Nice. Okay. They need something now. Because if they don't have a blocker, they just die. Yeah. GG, my man. Yeah, you don't have enough. GG. Well played. No, you can kill my old board. It just doesn't matter anymore. I can rest this with leader effect. Yeah, let it go. All I gotta do is play a card. GG. What a match. Oh, look, there's our Carrot, and our Zoe, and our Beckhams, and another Carrot. Man, they were all in our life. What a game. That went really poorly for them. The blockers just don't do anything in this matchup. They just cannot stand up to what we're doing. And to be honest, there was only like, what, 2 10-on turns for them? So they couldn't even play a bunch of rush dudes. Missing these was pretty critical for them. Missing our Zoe was bad for us, just having to defend our board. We had a ton of counter in hand, weirdly enough. Like, that was a weird way to end that. But we got there. We missed our 8-cost carrots, so that was kind of a bummer, but, you know, it's fine. Seeing triple carrot is just made up for all of that, because we just went in hard. What do you guys think? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Was this just a fluke? Are we doing good enough? I'm doing pretty well in Vivi so far. Let me know what you guys think. There's the Kaido. They would have needed a lot, though. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a bad matchup for Vivi? Is it a good matchup for us? I think that's all I got, though. So I think, as always, good games and good luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Carrot from OP08. Activate main once per turn if you have a character with the Minx type in play. Rest up to one of your opponent's cost 5 or less characters. She is the current run for our Heroine's Cup leader tryouts. First up, we got 4 copies of Carrot, which is a 2k, 1 cost, 0 attack. On play, if you have 3 or more Dawn cards on the field, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. We'll reveal up to 1 Zoe and put it into your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, and play up to 1 Zoe from your hand. So it's basically playing Zoe for the cost of 1 instead of 3, and it gets us a 7 chance at it. I cannot tell you how bad it feels if you do not find Zoe in this deck. You'll see it in one of our games that we play it late, I believe, and man, it is the difference maker. You need Zoe to restand your characters. Alright, after that we've got 4 copies of Wanda, a 1-cost, 2k attacker, 1k counter. On play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal it to 1 Minx type character other than Wanda, and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of the deck. Just a normal searcher. We've got a 2k counter and a 2/0 Milky. Activate main, you may rest this character if your leader has the Minx type set up to one of your rested Dawn cards is active. Really just a good 2k. It can come up if you need to just fulfill the requirement of having more Minx on field for something like a Mystems, but we'll get to that in a minute. Carrot actually got played a lot today as a just good chump blocker because it eats cards out of your opponent's hand a lot. Chump blockers are not really seen in the format right now, so the fact that we're playing them is just kind of nice because so many people have to stop and try and find a way around it real quick, and it eats a fair amount of their resources, which is nice. And then Bartholomew, this card is a sleeper. It is much better than I thought it was going in. A 3-cost, 4k, 1k counter blocker. Your turn, once per turn, if a character is rested from your own effects, draw 1 card, then draft 1 card from your hand. This deck needs to filter. I didn't think it needed to filter that bad, but it needs to filter really, really, really bad. Getting stuck on multiple E-Claw or multiple Zoe in the late game is really bad. So mid-game, having a Bartholomew, it just makes a massive difference because you can custom pick your hand to get multiple carrots, multiple blockers, find your top end, and just filter your hand down. It makes a huge difference. I almost don't use it as a blocker until the very last second because I value having him more than having extra life most of the time. Tashigi is just a nice 3-cost, 4k, 2k, but it's a good 2k and it is a protector against any of the blue decks because, you know, we're just trying to avoid Gravity Blade and Red Rock. Those are just the cards that eat this deck alive because we lose our carrots, which is really bad for us, and we lose our Mystems and our Jewelry Bonnie. So we just got to make sure that we don't get Gravity Blade. And then, of course, we've got Pedro, which is a good Minx. It's a blocker, 4-cost, 5k attack, 1k counter. On KO, choose up to 1, rest up to one of your opponent's rested on, KO up to one of your opponent's rested 6-cost or lower characters. Your opponent can play around this fairly well, but they can't play around it as soon as you get your carrot online. And if you can use it in combination to KO their stuff and just keep your carrot freezing other stuff as a continual train, it's really good. It also is just a good blocker. Being able to rest one of their Dawn so they have to swing inoptimally or not be able to play a 10 cost, whatever it is. It's just good. It's not great, solid. I wouldn't consider it the best, though. I'd almost rather have another Bartholomew over this Pedro, but not my list, not my monkeys. All right. 5 cost, 6k, 1k, carrot. On play, when attacking, up to one of your opponent's rested cost 7 or less characters do not become active during the turn. This can hit higher characters because Mistim's got an effect to rest stuff, so it can get up to the 8s, which is really good, and we can also combine it with E-Claw if we need to hold the 10s down. It is what makes the whole deck function. You need to have at least 2 of these to really secure the game. Alright, and then we've got a 5 cost, 6,000 attack, 1k counter in Jewelry Bonnie. It's a blocker, and if you have 8 or more rested Dawn cards, draw 2 cards, and trash 1 card from your hand, set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. It's just really good to filter. This deck does need to filter a fair amount, is what I've discovered, and just being able to filter is good enough, and it's a nice body as well. You'll see we had attack with a fair amount as well. And then we've got a Mistims as a 6 cost, 5k attack, 1k counter. Your turn, if you have 3 or more Minx type characters, give all of your opponent's characters -1 cost. So that's how we combine that with the carrot so that we can get the 8 costs down. And it's just really good. On play, if your leader has the Minx type, play up to 1 Minx type character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. We just want to cheat out more carrots. That's just what it is. Sometimes we do cheat out the blocker, though, and it's nice. And you can even cheat out the Wanda if you need to go looking. But most of the time, you want to get that carrot or the blocker. And then, of course, the newest card from EBO4, an 8 cost, 9,000 attack brick. On play, if your leader has the Minx type, set up to 2 of your Minx type characters or your leader as active. So it gets 3 cards restood. So you attack 2 carrots, hopefully, to freeze 2 of their board and your leader, and then you play this, restand your 2 carrots, freeze hopefully their entire board, and then swing all 3 of them again. It's just really good. But a lot of the times what you'll find is you're going to play it with this card. The 10 cost of 11,000 attack, Law and Beppo. On play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters, and that character will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Then if your opponent has 2 or more rested characters, your leader gains plus 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next end phase. It is really good to play this, bump your leader to plus 7, hold one of their guys down, restand a Dawn with Zoe, and rest one of their guys with your carrot leader, and beat all of their guys down. And then follow it up with this carrot to restand this. You get 2 11k swings, plus usually your carrot and your leader. That is what you're aiming for. This is how you kind of finish the game out. And then, of course, we are playing whoever wins this war becomes Justice, a 0 cost event. And you may trash 1 card from your hand. Leader or one of your characters gains plus 3,000 power during this turn. The reason this is in here is because we're playing 3 of our stage, and once you have 1, that's all you want to see. Everything else needs to go in the trash, which is why the Bartholomew becomes such a big deal. And then, of course, we have 4 E-Claw, which is a 1 cost event. You may use it during your main. You may rest 1 of your cards. You can rest a Dawn, you can rest Zoe, or one of your Searchers, whatever you need to. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost during this turn. So you can give an 8 -3 to use your leader ability to put it down that way, or your Zoe to put it down. Cut there. And then, of course, we have E-Claw, which is a 1 cost event. You may rest 1 of your cards. If your leader has the Minx type, give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost during this turn, and counter up to one of your Minx type leader or characters gains plus 3,000 battle during this turn. Now, this will only protect your Minx, which you do need to know, but pretty much that's everything except your blockers, so that is what it is. It can be combined with some of your other cards to get 8 or even 9s down if you got a perfect world where you got Mistims and the like to just rest everything. And then, of course, we've got Activate Main, our Zhao, a 3 cost event, but we can want to play it. We usually want to find it using our 1 cost 2k carrot. You may rest this stage if your leader has the Minx type set up to one of your Dawn cards of active. End of your turn, set up to one of your Minx-type characters as active. So you can rest this to always get an extra Dawn back, which is really helpful. And then you can set your Minx-type characters as active, which is really helpful. You want to protect your carrot from being attacked, because as soon as this thing stays rested, everybody's going to come after it. They want this thing dead as fast as they can manage. So being able to combine the carrot with the Zoe and the Inkclaw is really good for just holding everything down. You're trying to stall out and just hold their board hostage for a long time, not letting them get any good value, and then just beating them down, and then ending the game with this carrot. And this carrot's not even a bad body. So the strategies really are if you're going, you want to go second in this deck, because you're always trying to get to 10 as fast as you can. 8 and 10 are your numbers, 6, 8, 10. But your 1 Dawn turn or 2 Dawn turn is always going to want to be playing a Wanda. And on your 2 Dawn turn, surprisingly, you do want to play the carrot to find the Zoe. If you don't have the Zoe, you're going to be on your 3 or 4, you're going to be playing the Zoe if you have it in hand, or your carrot. You hopefully have one of the two to find it. As soon as you've got that, you're online. And then every turn after that, your 5s and your 6s is going to be carrot, and your 6s and 7s are going to be the Mistoms, followed by your 8s are going to be a carrot, or setting up another carrot and a Jewelry Bonnie. Being able to do the 2 of these on your 8 Dawn turn, but combining it with something like your Zhao is really good as well, just because you can get there. And then your 9 and 10 Dawn turns are going to be the 2 of these in order to hold up. But if you need to stabilize by getting another carrot and a Bonnie blocker or a Bartholomew online, is what it is. These are played just basically whenever you need them. If you need a little defense, plopping a 2 down is not usually a big ask for this. The 3 cost Bartholomew is really good, just if your hands bricked up and you need to find the right cards, but that's kind of your optimal curve, just so you guys know. And then this is, of course, really good defense, and it's good to hold down your opponent's characters, because you just a 1 cost event that rests 1 of your cards in order to get them -3 is just good enough. I use that effect a lot. It can be a okay counter, but the main is actually what I use more often, and you will see that in the games I played today. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a pretty good deck for the Heroines Cup. It's probably going to be in the top tier. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, if you can do me a favor, like and subscribe, comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong. That'd be great. I think that's all I got for you, though. So I'll see you in the next one.